Cherry blossoms hold deep cultural significance in Japan, enrapturing hearts as they make us ponder the fragility of beauty and signal renewal and new beginnings. Cherry blossoms are also slippery little scamps that are notoriously hard to catch because they only bloom for less than 1 week out of the whole entire year. But despite how frustratingly ephemeral they are, like 63 millions of other people who visit Japan during cherry blossom season, the breathtaking beauty of sakura has captured my heart, so I dedicate myself to the chase. Hirosaki Castle is one of the most desirable places to watch cherry blossoms in all of Japan. It's famous for its soft pink, flower-filled moats, thousands of cherry blossom trees glowing in nighttime illuminations, and romantic pathways showered with petals. I made Hirosaki Castle my objective 5 years ago as I was studying abroad in Japan and making Golden Week plans. Well, cherry blossoms were pretty much done everywhere else in the nation. Due to its position in the colder north, Hirosaki Castle is one of the last to bloom, and its famed Sakura Festival was slated to coincide with Golden Week. Now, because I was a student and a goody two-shoes one at that, I hadn't really traveled around much in Japan, so I really wanted to make the most out of the rare holiday that is Golden Week. Unfortunately, Golden Week is among the few times when overworked Japanese workers feel that they can take a vacation, which means it's an absolute crap time to travel. Hotels and transportation are completely booked up. Everything is priced astronomically. With much struggle, I managed to snag the only Airbnb anywhere remotely near Hirosaki, because of course all the hotels were booked up. It was in a neighboring town about 6 miles away. We took a 4-hour bus ride from Sendai to Aomori City and another hour to get from Aomori to our Airbnb in Inakadate. The trains between Inakadate and Hirosaki were so infrequent that we figured the walk to the castle would be more worth our time, so we walked for 2 hours among the fields and apple orchards in rural Aomori. But it would all be worth it! And at long last, we made it. Behold, this is what greeted us. Not going to lie, even though we had a lovely time, considering how much effort it took to get there, the glaring difference between reality and the posters and pictures we saw online were pretty disappointing. So yeah, I got beef with Hirosaki Castle, and that was when I vowed to take revenge and come again in full bloom. For years, every spring, I jealously watched cherry blossoms fill my social media feeds as I plotted my revenge. And now, 5 years later, now is the time. This time, instead of journeying from Sendai, I'm coming all the way from the United States. After the 12-hour plane ride and the 4-hour Shinkansen from Tokyo to Aomori, half-hour train ride from Aomori to Hirosaki, and the half-hour walk from Hirosaki Station to Hirosaki Castle, I once again finally made it! Actually, this visit was probably worse than my visit 5 years ago. Although I visited several days earlier in the year, it felt like I missed the cherry blossoms by more days than last time. Of course, no one out there is sorry for me because it is Japan, and being in Japan itself is a consolation prize. However, speaking in terms of cherry blossoms, in Hirosaki Castle itself, there are actually several hundred late blooming varieties of cherry blossom trees. It just pales in comparison to the thousands of Yoshino cherry trees it's renowned for. After this disappointment, I followed my friend's suggestion and hopped up to the even colder, even further north Hokkaido. And there, an even better consolation prize awaited me. Yet I can't help but yearn after the cherry blossoms that best in me. Alas, maybe one day I can claim victory over Hirosaki Castle.
Flames, flames, on the side of my face, breathing, heaving breaths.